Hey guys, this is Rexlink Fish Guy, and I want to tell you guys some plans about a 10-gallon planted tank that I am going to set up sometime in the future. So I cleaned the 10-gallon out. I'm going away from dirt because it was too messy, and I'm also moving this into my new room downstairs. This is my old room, where everything was. There's my dog. So I cleaned the tank out. I got some sand. Got new sand that's a lot finer grain. I might end up switching this out with in my 55 in my shell dweller tank. As you guys can probably see, it's really fine sand, and it'll be perfect for the 10-gallon planted tank. I've cleaned a bunch downstairs in a bucket. I want it to dry. I don't have the funds to start the tank for quite a while, but what I do want to do is finish cleaning the sand that I need and figure out the hardscape. That will be cheap. So I got these 5 rocks. I tried to get them as close to the same color as I could. As you can see, the gray is kind of similar. This gray is a little bit darker. This one is quite a bit darker, but this other gray isn't quite as much. This rock is pretty close as well. So I got those 5 rocks. I know this one's probably too big for the 10-gallon. When I was getting the rocks, I didn't realize, I couldn't remember exactly how small the 10-gallon was. So I might just end up using the 3 smaller rocks, these 3. I am avoiding using even numbers, as I have heard is not the best. So I think I'm going to figure something out with these 3. If I can, maybe I'll do all 5. Just a maybe though. So as you guys can probably tell, I cleaned this tank out a lot better than I had the first time, and this, it looks like, if it'll show up on camera even, maybe, it's not even showing up on camera, it's very visible. Okay, now it is. That, it's kind of showing up. It looks like hard water stains, but I don't feel them, and I went over it with vinegar. Don't worry, I washed the tank afterwards. Even though I might not have needed to, because my dad said that it would dissipate over the next few months as I earn money for plants, fish, lighting. The lighting that I plan for this tank downstairs in my room is going to be a 24-inch T5 bulb, 6500K, and it's a 24-watt bulb, and I know 24 inches is a little bit longer than a 10-gallon is, but there aren't really normal 20-inch lights. So the lighting system I'm wanting to buy at Home Depot is like 18 bucks, but it cannot lay down. The bulb is like the bottom part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wood and take wood that will sit on the top of the tank. So the bulb will be right above, and I will put aluminum foil as a reflector inside the wood to make it reflect down into the tank better. And then for substrate, I'm going to use the sand, as I said, But then I'm also going to use this stuff called Osmocote Plus. I was recommended to use that by a couple plant tank people, and it's pretty cheap. What it's really for is like plants, obviously, but like it has the same stuff basically as like root tabs. It's in a powder form, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit, put it in an ice cube tray, put a little bit of water in it, freeze it, and then because of that I will be able to take the ice cube from there and submerge it into the sand, and then the ice will melt, and then the nutrients will begin leaching into the substrate. So that's what I'm planning on doing. It's like 4.5 pounds of this fine powder, or this powder or whatever. 4.5 pounds for like 21 bucks, so it's a great price, and it will last like forever. So on top of the scape with these rocks is I am going to have dwarf hairgrass. I'm hoping for dwarf hairgrass parvula. I was thinking dwarf hairgrass parvula in the front as multiple like carpets, like that's I think the only plant I'm gonna have in the tank. The parvula in the front as a foreground, and then like the longer growing one, I cannot remember, I think it was like Aquilaire, I don't know. I can't remember what the longer kind is, but I'm planning on having that in the very back of the tank. So like the normal foreground and slope upward. I'm planning on having the substrate slope upward and stuff. So yeah. I'm also planning on having blue platies in this tank. I was going for Darios, but gave up on them. So yeah. So that's my plans. Hope you guys like them. In the next couple days I hope to get an aquascaping video. Just dry. I'm planning on figuring out my favorite rockscape in the months that I'm earning money to set the tank up fully. So yeah. Okay, see you guys.